Fellow South Africans, who are you? Fellow South Africans, who are you? I was thinking about this before I went to sleep last night. I did see, I think it was IOL online that was reporting about the coffee machine of Warrant Officer Carl Sander. And they showed a picture of the backup body, how much they had raised, or the South Africans have raised already 5,000, I think it was 5,314 Rand or something like that. And the goal was 5,000 Rand. So in my head, I was like, oh, so that means the cut-off goal, I mean, I can't donate anymore. I was left, I believe, with 50 Rand in my bank account. And then I thought to myself, well, I guess, Then I woke up sometime around 3 in the morning and I was like, hang on a minute. If the goal was 5,000 Rand, but already 5,314 Rand is raised, so that means I can still donate my last 50 Rand. And that's exactly what I did. Of course, I couldn't donate the 50 Rand because I did not have 480 extra charge. So I had to drop it to 40 Rand so that I'm able to donate 44 Rand and 80 cents. And successfully, I did so. And I felt so good. When I went back to bed, usually I was supposed to have woken up an hour, 30 minutes later. Tell me why I am waking up right now. It is 8:30 because I slept like a baby. I know babies wake up and cry, but you know what I mean. When they sleep, they sleep. South Africans, over 100,000 Rand. Oh, one thing about South Africans, you mess with one of us, we all come for you. All of us. It doesn't, when I say all of us, in our diversity, we come and we will rally around you. And when we show the person who has made themselves our enemy too, that our guy now has 25,000 soldiers. You had 10. He now has 25,000. That is a South African. And this is something you can never take away from us. Listen, some people might think, oh, it's just a coffee machine. No, you're missing the point. He's even said it. It was my safe space. Many people who go through things, maybe at work, you found a coping mechanism. You work in a toxic environment, or maybe you are on a spectrum of some sort. I am a dyslexic person, and for me, my comfort spot that you can ever take away from me is my solitary. Me being by myself, where I'm just cutting off the rest of the world because I want to compose myself, I want to re-energize, and I want to refreshen my mind. And I do that through meditation. I would meditate for 30 minutes, and when I come back, I'm revitalized and I get right back to work. Some people, it's coffee. That's how some people operate. If they're not going to have that shot of caffeine in the morning, or whenever they feel, okay, I'm now feeling unsafe, they run to that corner where they feel some sense of safety. It's not about the machine, and it's not what the machine produces. It is what the machine provides so that a functioning human being can function under the circumstances that Warrant Officer Carl Sander was going through, being what's the word? He was being abused by his vilified. That's the word I'm looking for. He was being vilified for being a good cop. Imagine, for being a good cop, you get vilified in the South African Police Service. But you know what I also like about this whole situation? Now, I don't want to overwhelm people with my belief, but Please do bear with me if you are not of the same beliefs that I'm in. I do believe that God works in mysterious ways. Maybe the reason why Warrant Officer Carl Sander had to go through what he had to go through, so that the moment that happened on the 1st and the 2nd of June 2026 needed to happen so that people get exposed. Sometimes you are used as a vessel. The story of Job, if you remember the story of Job, something like that, so that something greater happens. And unfortunately, you are the strongest soldier that was picked for it. It's painful. 40 years in the service, you don't get promoted. There's a reason. And here's the reason today. The reason is South Africa now has an option of either continuing with the likes of that evil man that is going to be taking the stand on Friday that caused all these evil on this man who was doing his job, or we remove the rot inside the South African Police Service of the likes of that evil man, so that people are promoted based on their merits, not because this is a comrade or whatever stupid policies that made the government throw the bathwater with the baby. I say it again, guys, and I thought about it last night. I'm like, it's a good thing I don't have the amount of support. I thank you for your support, by the way. I saw your messages, your comments, and all of that stuff. But can you imagine? I wake up and I was like, these guys, I mean, I'm telling you guys, somebody said in the comments, you're going to have to build prisons. And somebody commented in that comment and said, no. He said he's not going to be building prisons. He is revitalizing the gallows that are now a history site in Pretoria. Then I was like, you got me. I'm building no prison. Once, and the whole process of I like the judiciary, but I feel like it gaslights the victims. I mean, I'm not gonna play that game. And if you are found innocent when you are gone, oops. But at least the message is sent to anybody that will try to be corrupt, to steal from the people, to do bad things to people. I will not have the heart. Do it and ask questions later. Ask questions later. Building prisons, who is going to be feeding them? The taxpayer, the very people that they were abusing their power. No, I'm not going to do that. I will not do that at all. But the point of this video is to say thank you, fellow South Africans. Thank you so much, fellow South Africans. And Warrant Officer Carl Sander, sir, thank you for your service. Thank you for dedicating your life to us. We did not know that you existed. And thank goodness that we know you exist and all the expertise that you have. Trust me, sir, I would not blame you if you are adamant with taking early retirement. I would not blame you at all. This is taxing emotionally, mentally, psychologically. But do me this one favor. Turn your expertise into a business opportunity. That advice, I'm standing on it. That way, the South African Police Service that abused you and did not recognize you, they will come crawling, because there's no expertise that is going to be left, because they were too busy stealing money instead of rallying young people to learn from you, so that someday when your retirement age come, they take over. But thank you. Thank you for allowing God to use you. It was painful. So you are the strongest soldier. But thank you so much for your service. Thank you to your family as well. I can imagine. Oh my goodness, I can imagine. I can imagine. And by the way, I do have a soft spot for gingers. Maybe I've shared this story before, but let me share it again. When I went to the Model C schools as the first generation coconut, I was the only chocolate chip cookie amongst vanilla. And I'm not saying this to be offensive. Being figure of speech type of situation. And for some reason, my first group of friends were gingers. There were four of them. Or was it three? Four of them. No, there were three, then came four because a new one came to school later on. And we went to the same primary school and high school. Only when I was done with school did I find out that their parents were the ones that advised them to be friends with me so that because gingers get bullied, you guys. They get asked stupid questions like, does the drape matches the mat, or the mat matches the drape, or something like that. It's dumb, the most dumbest thing. And I believe they are the whites that get racialized by other whites that are ignorant, in my opinion. And my friends, not once they would get bullied. If somebody tried it, and then for some reason, I always came to the front and roared like a lion. They'd be like, oh, sorry. I was like, no. You're not going to apologize to me. You are going to apologize to him. So being protective always came out naturally to me, especially towards people that were vulnerable. And I'm not saying my friends were vulnerable. I didn't even see that at all up until I was done with school, when I met one of them. And then he's like, do you know why we were friends with you? I was like, you liked me? They're like, yeah, we liked you. In fact, we loved you. But the most important thing was for our safety. Tell me why I broke down and I cried, because I'm a crier, okay? Then I was like, yeah, as I told him that I would have punched the floor and cracks down to hell if anybody touched any of you guys. So I do have a soft spot for gingers, and I always had it, whether it's a woman or a man. As long as you're a ginger, black gingers as well, I feel very protective towards them as well. So here you go. That's a short story time of my life. Why I believe I also took Carl Sanders's mistreatment so personally, because I did take it personally. By the time I sat and filmed, I had been crying buckets and buckets and buckets of tears. I had to compose myself so that I'm able to talk to you guys. But I noticed we were all doing the same thing. All of us did the same thing for our fellow South African. So I want to say it again, fellow South Africans. Thank you so much. Thank you so. He deserves more than this, guys. Far more. Far more. Because he served us with diligence. He did. And thank you to him once again and his family. Thank you, guys. So I thought, let me come here and share, in case you did not know that there was a BackaBuddy fundraising. Please do go donate. Doesn't matter how much, 20 Rand, 40 Rand. Me, it was 44 Rand, 80 because of the extra charges. And I feel real good. I feel really, really, really good. And I love this. This is who we are when we are united and rallying around our South African. The world right now keep asking stupid questions. Others have even become so brazen to say, chase them away. We're not going to do that. And you're not going to tell us what to do with our country. You are not going to tell us what to do with our country and her countrymen and women. You have issues in your own country. Deal with them and leave us alone, because we're not interested in anything that you have to say. So this is what we do as South Africans. We rally around each other should you ever come for one of us. And we are merciless. Merciless. Anyways, I would like to leave this video right here. Please, whatever you do, enjoy your... Is it Thursday today? Wednesday? Wednesday? Please enjoy your Wednesday today. And let's continue being the beautiful South Africans that we always are. We are a beautiful nation. Despite everything that's going on, we are a beautiful nation. Other nations, they envy us. And now they are on a propaganda machine to try and divide us and tarnish our name. It's not going to happen. Not on our watch. Goodbye, guys, before I get carried away once again. Goodbye. I love y'all.